All right, guys, good morning. Welcome back. I just wanted to give you guys today a little tour of the trailer, check out the truck. We're taking kind of like a relaxing day today, so I figured this would be a good day to just kind of showcase what we got going on. Basically what we're living out of now. So I guess I'll start with the truck. The truck is a 2003 GMC Sierra. So kind of your standard GMC Sierra SLT. Got some brand new tires. Those are Ironmans, so they're pretty good off-road tires. Nothing crazy, but kind of a step up from the bottom of the line. But they are new, so we're hitting the road with all 4 brand new tires. Standard truck bed. I have no idea the size of it, to be honest. It's got quite a bit of room in there. And then I have this little compartment here. Anyway, so yeah, this compartment here came with the truck actually. So I wanted to take it out for years when I had the paddleboard business, and this was kind of in the way. I could have stacked way more paddleboards in here for transport. So I wanted to take it out, never did. Now I'm kind of glad I didn't, because now it's kind of outside extra storage for us while we're on the road. These are just shoes. Those are just in there for a minute. But for the most part, you know, I got jumper cables, I got oil, windshield fluid, and then I've got my resin and hardener epoxy. Just if I ever need it for repairs or anything, like on my own surfboards, or if I need to fix the roof or something, which I already laid a little bit on the roof in November. Then I've got some polyester resin. So yeah, this is pretty much like an outside storage, like stuff that I don't really care if it gets cold or extra utility type stuff. So moving on, inside the GMC Sierra. Just your standard Sierra, really. Nice and clean. Leather seats. And then back seat, pretty big for the kids. But yeah, other than that, nothing crazy. It's just I've always liked how it opens. How it's not 2 doors that open the same way. It was always very nice. When I was surfing Tahoe, I could block the wind with both doors and change kind of right in here and be not super warm, but warm enough. But I always liked that it opened up like this. There's just way more space. And I've slept in this back seat many times, as you guys have seen recently. I was up in Tahoe sleeping in here. So moving on here with the trailer. This is what we got. It's a Fleetwood Resort. It's 1985, pretty much all original. The only thing that's been altered is that a new hot water heater was installed a couple years ago. So pretty standard setup here. Got the battery, which we haven't even tried out yet. Double propane, haven't even tried it out yet. So that's one of the things we're gonna be doing up here, is testing the battery and the propane. See how we're doing with that. Hi.
Cheese.
Cheese. What do you got? You got a Bible?
Papa.
And a Rubik's Cube? Here's my bike, spare tire, and kind of a nice little utility compartment down here, which I'm using for just surf equipment that we don't want in the trailer. So we've got fins. This whole bag has 4 wetsuits in it. This has wetsuit gloves and booties. And then I've got our bike helmets and stuff like that.
Side.
And then blinds from the kitchen. And now moving on into the inside. So you could just go like that, and then you would just push it You just push it back into the corner, and then you'd have all this space here as well. So up to here. I don't want to push it back right now because there's a bunch of storage under there, which we thought was more useful. Out of the way, I ghetto rigged kind of a bungee cord situation. 2 bungees, one from each corner, that will hold all the surfboards together. That way, whenever I want to go surfing, all I have to do is lift this up, pull this cushion out, and then unhook the bungee on both sides. So here and here, it'll undo. I can just pull one board out and then just bungee it back together. And when we drive, since we're going to be driving so much, I won't have to worry about them coming down or breaking anything or whatever. This normally can be a bed that holds, it says, up to 150 pounds. So technically somebody could sleep up there. That was a mosquito. But basically we just decided with all of our surfboards, didn't really have a good spot to store them. Didn't want to store them in the back of the truck because of theft. And I don't want to buy like a top to my truck bed just yet, at least. So for now we have them up here. I had to staple the roof up again because there's a little bit of old water damage from many years ago. The roof itself is all patched up and good. It's just that they never really fixed the inside, so all I did was just pin it back up. Deetra made all of these from material, like she made them from scratch. These curtains, and they're blackout curtains, so the back is just black, so that when we're boondocking, nobody can see inside, and it will keep the light out. So she made curtains all for every single window, basically. Then we've got the sink here. Double sink. Obviously, you can get the water going with the pump once we hook it up. Some candles, odds and ends. This is the original wallpaper that came in here. So this is all original in 1985, and it's in really good condition if you can't tell. These are the lights. We don't know how these look yet, so we might be updating the lighting in here once we get going. Also, I eventually want to get a solar panel. Since we're going to be boondocking a lot and off the grid, it'd be nice to have a solar panel so that we can just have, I just basically don't want a loud generator, especially when you're boondocking and you're off the grid and you're kind of, you know, trying to fly by under the radar. It's going to be hard to do with a generator, so I kind of want to get a solar panel. Oven, small little oven. Here's the fridge. Here's the little freezer. We also have a cooler that we'll be using when we're off the grid for long periods of time. We can just put the cooler in here and just, you know, put all our food in there. This is kind of unorganized right now, but dishes and, you know, a little bit of food. Blender. If you wanted to drain the water, you'd pull up on these tabs. Down here, there's more storage. So this actually turns into, this will be the kids' bed, but it actually becomes a table as well, like a breakfast nook. So the table, this right here, comes up, plugs into there, and then the cushions kind of swap. And then this becomes, you know, a 2-seated or a double seating area. This is the kids' stroller for when we have long walks ahead of us. We can just throw them in that. Down here we've got more storage. That's empty right now, that suitcase. We've got 2 of these that will be our water jugs for drinking water. They used to be apple juice jugs from Whole Foods. And we've converted those into just water jugs for drinking water for off the grid. Then down here we've got just a lug of toys and a bag of some stickers and stuff for the kids. And then this is a pro microphone, audio microphone. And then I've got recording hardware in here, just in case we do a podcast or something. I know we planned on doing a podcast in the past, But instead right now we're kind of just sticking to the vlog, so we'll see what happens there. But regardless, like we can record music on the go as well. So down here we've got the furnace, so you light the pilot light in here. Or maybe, no, you light it from the outside and that's where the heat comes out. This is the bathroom. We've got like a kind of a full length mirror here. Kind of warped though, so not, you know, super ideal, but good enough. Here's the bathroom, another mirror, little tiny storage situation. So we got like lotions and all that kind of stuff. There's a little towel rack here. Got a couple beach towels hanging because I'm sure that's probably the first place we're gonna go. And then I've got a bunch of loose towels for me and the kids, towel ponchos for like changing out of your wetsuit. Then I've got another towel rack right here that I put a clean bath towel on. Then we have just a bucket here. We can use this for multiple things. So right now it's just holding some of our cleaning products while we're transporting, sandals. And then this is pretty much our only, you know, this actually used to be at our surf shop as well. So it's just a combo dustpan and broom setup. Works, it's perfect size for the trailer. I got the little sink. More storage, toilet paper, diapers, wipes. Another one of these beautiful blinds that Dietrich made. And then this is a beach chair. We're probably not going to use this toilet. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I want to basically be off the grid as much as possible, just even for, you know, the convenience of it all, to just not have all that waste or anything, and just to be able to just focus on what we're doing and not have to be stopping and dumping tanks and stuff like that. And then here we have, you know, a closet. That's basically it. So I'm gonna take this side, Dietrich will take this side. This is just for hang up stuff. I really only have a couple shirts, so I got them hung up. And that's it. Towels, more bath towels, a whole case of surf wax. Bada boom, that's it. Pretty cozy vibe though, I have to say, now that it's all cleaned up and organized. And then so basically all we have left is just our clothes. My clothes are in here, but Dietrich's and the kids' clothes and toys are inside the house right now. So we're gonna, like I said, put those into clear plastic lugs that we can just throw on the bed when we're traveling. These surfboards won't move. So it'll be nice because we are gonna be boondocking. We're gonna be moving a lot and parking overnight and just moving in the morning. So there's gonna be a lot of movement. And so one of the things I wanted to do was keep everything streamlined so that we're not unpacking and repacking every single day when we move and stop. So I think we got a pretty good setup here now. I had to kind of rack my brain a few times on some things, like the surfboards, for instance. I was like, what are we going to do? I'm going to have to pull them down to this bottom bed every time we start driving and then put them back up. Pretty much everything in here will just stay as is when we move, and we have a nice clean house to get into when we stop. So I'm pretty stoked. So yeah, this is just a 16-foot Fleetwood resort. Nothing to it. Super simple. Like I said, all original, 1985. So yeah, anyways, guys, that's our rig. Just wanted to give you a little tour of that today, while we kind of just hang out and relax today. I fixed that roof in there yesterday and just organized, and so we're just kind of taking the day off and hanging out. And yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for taking a tour with me, and we'll see you tomorrow or something like that. See you guys.